Hello, I'm James Brains with the Brains Report, and I'm here to review the Roborock S6 MaxV robot vacuum. Before I get into it, I want to encourage you to subscribe. Right now we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit that mark, I'm going to donate $100 to the Equal Justice Initiative. If you've read the book or watched the movie Just Mercy, you'll know all about EJI. It helps people to get justice, basically. It's an awesome organization. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize the channel, make a little money off of it, so that I can donate more, and so I can make more and better videos for you to help you make better buying decisions. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win type scenario. It's pretty great. Anyway, so before we get into it, I review tons of robotic vacuums. I've reviewed dozens of them. I usually have several on hand at the same time. And I put all of them through the same tests. Then, once I put them through the tests, I create a score, and it kind of helps me rank the different ones. This one was pretty close to the top, the S6 MaxV. It is a great all-around robotic vacuum, and it has lots of great features. This is supposed to be an update on the Roborock S6, which is my top pick robotic vacuum of all time. And it has a lot of the same features I like as the S6, but I still think the S6 is better. And I'll get more into that in a little bit. Let's look at what this comes with. It comes in this nice box. You could conceivably still use the box after you take the vacuum out. You can kind of use it like a briefcase if you have business meetings or that sort of thing. Folds open nice like that. This is so the S6 MaxV also has a mop attachment. That's this right here. I am not a fan of these types of mop attachments because they just kind of drag water across the floor. As you can see, I have not tested it. It's not anything to really write home about. Nothing, groundbreaking here. It's got a reusable pad here, and you just fill this little attachment with water, and and you attach it here and just run around your house. It does not do anywhere near as good of a job as old-fashioned mop in a bucket. That seems to work better than what the combination vacuum mops are bringing to the table these days. What else so this also came with an extra filter, and I thought it came with a side brush, but I could be confused. I am confused about that. But yeah, those are the extras that come with it. The real star of this is the awesome app, and I'm gonna kind of show you what it does here in a minute. I want to make sure I cover everything. So let's give the camera a second so you can kind of see the app there. You can set okay, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble seeing it, and that's why I'm kind of pausing here. I think you can see it pretty well right now. So you can go to map settings. This is, I ran the vacuum for 1 minute before I did this. And as you can see, it already creates some sort of map, and you can immediately start setting no-go zones. There we got no-go zone. You can move it around, you can reshape it like that. It's pretty easy to use, pretty simple. We're not going to save that though. The next thing I want to show you is the awesome video surveillance it has. Please don't look at my code. Right now it's docked. We're going to have it back up, and you can also choose what language it has. My son's learning Chinese, so I have it doing Chinese. And it kind of sounds cool. And you use this like a joystick to have it go places. Right now it's coming from my feet. And pretty awesome. You can do this from anywhere that your phone has Wi-Fi or mobile data. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to end here and have it go back to the dock. What else we got here? Let's look at the settings real quick. There are various vacuum settings that you can choose. Pretty awesome. Camera functions. And that's where you choose the robot voice. I guess we could do English.
Starting the cleanup. Paused.
That's what it sounds like. And let's schedule a cleanup. I'll show you how easy that is. What I really like is that you can choose the clean mode. I have it on quiet right now, but you can adjust it, have normal, turbo, and max. It also has the amount of water that disperses while it's cleaning. You can vary that. Let's keep it on quiet mode. Choose how often it repeats and choose when it runs. Let me see. I'm gonna have it start in a couple minutes here. Okay. So that should start in a little bit here. You can also do like a remote control of how it moves around while it's cleaning. That's great if you have a spill and you just don't feel like getting up. It's pretty awesome. Let's see. And yeah, you can see your cleaning history and all sorts of stuff. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Mostly because I'm kind of bending over awkwardly and it doesn't feel good on my back. It's important to pay attention to your body. So let's get into the performance of this bad boy. For every vacuum I test, I take a tablespoon of flour, tablespoon of kitty litter, tablespoon of coffee grounds, and pour them out on 18-inch squares on each hardwood and on carpeting. And I also put a bunch of pet hairs out there on both surfaces and see how well the vacuum does picking up everything after going through 2 complete clean cycles. I take pictures before and after, and I compare how much of the debris is left over. So this bad boy here did an excellent job on carpeting and on hardwood and in corners. The only performance issue was it tended to get stuck a lot. That was kind of frustrating. On kind of more details, on carpeting, it just left a trace of coffee grounds and kitty litter. It picked up all the pet hair and about 5% of the flour was left. And on hardwood, it picked up all of the coffee grounds, all of the pet hair, and just 5% of the kitty litter and 5% of the flour was left over. These are both excellent performances, among the best. In corners, I dump out a teaspoon of flour within like 4 inches of the corner. I kind of spread it out, and that way when it's running I can clearly see like how close to the corner it gets and how much flour is picked up. On carpeting, it came within 1 inch of the corner, very good, and picked up 70% of the flour, which again, very good. And on hardwood, it came within 1.5 inches of the corner and picked up 55% of the flour, which is slightly better than average, which is good. So it does well in corners. The trade-off with vacuums that do a great job cleaning is they tend to be louder, I've found. This is not horribly loud, but it is louder than average. On the max mode, it got up to about 67 decibels. I use a sound meter and measure about 12 inches from the vacuum while doing that. And yeah, it got up to 67 decibels, which is slightly quieter than maybe along the highway if you're like 50 feet away from a freeway. That's about how loud it is. On quiet mode, it was 63 decibels, which is slightly louder than a normal conversation. I noticed it didn't start. Let me check this and continue talking. It's kind of a big device. I'm guessing I didn't save the schedule, and that's what's wrong. Okay. Yeah, I didn't save it, and that's why I screwed up. User error again. I always seem to run into user error problems. Anyway, it's kind of big. It's about 3 3/4 inches tall. It's got a little part here that sticks up. I'll bring it closer to the camera for you to see after it starts here in a second. For the most part, differences in height aren't going to matter to most people. It does matter if you have furniture with clearance that is close to between 3 and 4 inches. That's when the height of your robotic vacuum really makes a difference, especially if you want to clean under that furniture with your robotic vacuum. Not sure why it's not starting. Oh, there we go. Cool. And there it goes. As I just proved, the scheduling does work as long as you schedule it correctly. I'm gonna stop it though, just right so I can give you a little close-up look. So, try to get the glare out. See, as I hold it like that, you can kind of see that this part here sticks up. Here's a cool look at the bottom. It's got brush here, side brush here. Side brush has a bunch of hairs in it. Let me get a good look at those. Front wheel. In the dustbin, you empty yourself. Well, so this is actually where you put the water in for the mop. As you can see, I do not use robotic vacuums for mopping very often. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of useless that way. Here is the dustbin that I clearly have not cleaned in a while. I put these babies through hell. And there's a nice little cleaning tool here. But yeah. Okay. So this is quite an expensive robotic vacuum. It costs about $750 on Amazon right now, but they are offering a $150 coupon, so that brings it down to $600. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? I imagine the price of this is going to come down as Roborock comes out with newer models. This has been out for, I feel like it's probably been out for a year now. This vacuum might be worth it though if you want a vacuum that also offers home surveillance, if you want to check on your pets or if you're concerned about stuff in your home while you're away. This might be worth it if you also have a bunch of money. But I feel like the Ecovacs TAIVI, I'll link to my review of that in the description below. I feel like that's the better buy between the two. That also has home surveillance. It also does mopping. It does very good mopping, the best mopping I've seen on a robotic vacuum. And it also comes with an auto empty station. So that's kind of a similar high-end robotic vacuum that I think is maybe the better pick. Of course, if you can get a very good deal on this, then go for it. But yeah, I've already prattled on for quite a while, so let's end this. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below, and I should be able to get back to you within 24 hours. And as always, if you like this, please subscribe. And in the meantime, please take care of each other.